Baba no mama wami anindiyekeleni oh hey ngiyamthanda mayiphethe Baba no mama wami anindiyekeleni oh ngiyamthanda mayiphethe oh ngiyamthanda oh ngiyamthanda. Thank you Ntaba said Dubai for ngiyamthanda. I open and welcome you this cloudy and gray Thursday afternoon with a love song that's got me feeling like I want to pay lobola for my husband. I am in love with being in love and in love with being in love with him particularly. Welcome to yet another thought-provoking episode. Before I make this about me, when it is ASSense, which is my initials, ASS, trying very hard to make sense of this crazy, crazy, crazy world. Today's topic, Mantase, is rather a contradiction of how I am feeling, because today we're actually talking about divorce and breakups. We're basically just talking about why are we insensitive? That is the question we're asking. Why are we so insensitive when a relationship begins, and we are still insensitive when a relationship ends? Obviously, we're talking public relationships. We cannot discuss our own. If you are not a politician, a celebrity, you're not there in the newspapers, or they talk about you on Twitter. You see that type of thing. Otherwise, we don't know about you. So that is the topic, and that is the question that we're asking. And I'd like to look at some of the activities that have been happening pertaining to other people's relationships when it comes to separation, breakups, and divorce. And just, I think I want to bring awareness as to how we, the public, the people that observe and become such experts when people are in dire straits and are in pain. Yeah, I want to drive a point home, but we're going to get to it as we go along. It's one of those. This is ASSense. Please like, subscribe, comment, be here, because obviously I also am excited because this show today has been sponsored. I have a gift from a brand, and I will unpack it on the third segment. But for now, yeah, like, subscribe, comment, man, do the nice things. Make sure that I grow. And to those that have liked and subscribed and watched, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. You're the reason I keep going. You're the reason why I will still do this, because as long as I see the numbers increase, then the inspiration and the calling to do this, it becomes validated, it becomes affirmed. And I'm going to say a lot that I'm not supposed to say, so thank you very much. Mwah! This is ASSense. I'm putting the disclaimer, you see, but today, you see, I'm not putting on a hat. I thought, let me put on a coat and some shades and protect myself. The point is, I need to protect myself because I'm putting a disclaimer there, you see, because, you see me, you see, me, I'm not a celebrity, you see, and I don't have ambitions of becoming one, you see, but, you see, I know one thing sure, is that if this thing here I'm doing is my calling, you see, one day I'm going to be known, you see, even if I'm not a celebrity, but I'm going to be known. And yeah, what I'm trying to say is that even though I'm not a celebrity now and I'm not known now, you see, but I've had a situation in my life where my life was under scrutiny because of a relationship, from the time it started all the way to when it ended. But see, I can't feel sorry for myself because no one forced me to jola at work. No one forced me. No one said you must jola at work. Me, I jolad at work, guys. About 21 years ago, me, I jolad at work, you see. 21 years ago. And I jola with the wrong person, because you see, when you jola with someone who's known, and then the people, they come and they tell you, this is not the one for you. And then you go to him and then you say, the people say you're not the one for me because you're doing ABCDFG. And then he says to you, your colleagues and your friends, because you're all working together, you're jollering here with this man and he's busy jollering with the other girls, and then the other girls, they come and tell you that he's jollering with the other girls. You see what I mean? Me, stupid, right? Me, I've been a clown. I've been a clown. Please don't come for me. Me, I've been a clown. Me, I've allowed society to play with me. I've allowed men, human beings, to really play with me. Me, I've been a clown. See, it's okay. So then I go to him and I say, the other ones, they are saying that you are jollering with the other children. You see? So what are you doing? Then he says, your colleagues, your friends, everyone that you are working with is jealous of us, baby. They don't want us to work. So if you want this relationship to work, you need to distance yourself from Onondaba, baby. What did I do? What did I do? I distanced myself from Onondaba. I distanced myself. What I'm trying to say is that it is painful to find yourself being elaborate from the time you start, because already you are doomed, because eyes are already on you. Then you get into the relationship, eyes are on you. And then he decides to hit you with a stinner, with a colleague, inside, la papagati, where we all work. Him manager, me supervisor, she junior. So she report to me, me I report to her, but report to him sleep with her. Yeah, guys, I've been through a lot. Did I not become the joke of society? Moving from being the mamas, the main, to a nobody. And everyone is looking at you day in and day out, because they're expecting you to fall apart and break apart. Oh, guys. So what I'm trying to say is, this topic is inspired by me understanding just 1% of what it's like to be in a spot where you find yourself ending a relationship, whether it's through breakup, istina, divorce, but people make fun of you. It's painful. It's cruel. This is ASSsense. We're coming back. Mwah. Let me just check. See, things are still, in place. Must check and make sure things are still in place. So, you're probably now asking yourself, what inspired this topic? Then I remembered that I have a package that I have to share with you. So I'm going to pause and then come back and record. You see, I'm going to fetch my package. Can I not have, this is my second brand, startup brand that came to ASSense and going to get, So I'm coming back. I'm excited. I don't know what to say, but you will understand. Mwah, mwah, mwah. There she is. Doo-doo-doo. There she is. Da-da-da-da. There she is. Doo-doo-doo-doo. There she is. Doo-doo-doo-doo. You see, a baby, a new baby. And I am excited to be receiving this package from Togoza Lozi. Hey, I say it correctly. People's brands are very expensive. Abaphile abantu. You see, so Togoza Lozi is a brand that you will find on social media if ever you need more about it and maybe learn what it is that it has to offer. But if I have to speak of it for my own, I will say they are my personal suppliers of candles of all colors. You see? Candles of all colors. Reds, pinks, whites. You see? For all types of problems. You see? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. You see? You see, we've got even blue. We've got blue. And then showing blue. And others, reds. We've got purple, orange, everything. It's unfortunate that when I went yesterday, because these candles are flying, the stock bus was still being offloaded, so I didn't get all the other colors, but I got colors, and I was gifted as well, because me, so I was gifted with candles by them, and then I was gifted with the soap. Zizokujika izinto thulamntana. Glow soap, Sana. These are the ones that open the wealth, that give you the glow, that wash away the my bodies, you know? This one, you see? And then, I'm gonna be so wealthy, guys, because I was also, my dress is falling off, girl is losing weight, things are happening. I was also gifted with what I call a wealth bracelet. I call it my wealth bracelet because, I won't explain a lot, but yeah. So these are my gifts from Utokoza Dlozi. You'll find them on Instagram. You'll find them on Twitter. You'll find them, I think, on Facebook. I'm guessing you'll find them on TikTok as well. But Oksala, okay? You just go to Instagram, you'll get the details. Possibly order your candles, order your things, do the things, guys. Please say Ati sent you if you can. Say ASSsense sent you if you can. See, yeah, and yes, support an up and coming healing center. That's what I'll call it. Yes, healing center brand, everything. Okay, so we are talking about a divorce. We're talking about breakups. We're talking about the ending of a relationship, more especially if it's in the public eye. And the question that we are asking is, why do we rush to be so insensitive when a relationship ends, especially when it's a public one? Saying this because even when relationships begin in the public eye, there will always be opinions about how long it will last, if they're meant to be together, if they're genuinely in love, and that type of thing. And then the minute there's a headline that someone is getting divorced, the experts of the experts, the people who, I don't know, Sana, they think they know. When they were prophets, they knew from the beginning that this relationship is doomed. They'll just come out and be insensitive and express what they saw, what they observed, what they knew. Like, it gets to a point. That's why I'm inspired to actually do this video, because it gets to a point for me where I wish I could actually ask, how is your love life? How's things in your love life? Because now that Mini Dlamini is getting a divorce, suddenly everyone knew that they were not supposed to be together. How's your love life? How's it going? You know, for you to be an expert and know how relationships should be, how they're supposed to perform, and how are you performing in yours? That is what's inspiring me to actually do this, because that's how I feel every time I see people taking out their red pens, man. And this thing is barely, the story is barely 2 hours, you know. Even the people that sent out the statement, they're still coming to terms with sharing their vulnerability. And we can't even appreciate. If anything, we come down and flood. How, guys, something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. And that's what we're going to be doing here in ASSsense, trying to make sense of the world and how cold and cruel it can be when it wants. I'll wait for that airplane to fly, then I'll come back. Mwah. I've promised myself that this one is going to be the shortest one, and I'm going to promise myself to make it the shortest one. So we're going to start in the beginning. I've decided that I'm not going to use any statistics and all of that and the numbers and whatnot. I just want you, possibly as a woman and as a man watching this, to see if you either identify with or not, or you've experienced or witnessed such, so that you can understand, of course, where I'm coming from. Okay, so okay, if you can, if you know that you are attractive, you know, by attractive, guess and standards are different. We've got the ones from the magazines, we've got the ones from television, we've got the ones set by a man, we've got the one. But if you know you're an attractive woman, by attractive woman I mean your phone is busy if you are single, and if you are married, you keep shutting down offers and offers to. If you know you're attractive, you understand. Then you understand when I say that we live in a society where men cannot take no easily. And I will give you a scenario. You knock off work, or maybe are walking out of your workplace, going to buy yourself lunch. You cross the road. As you cross the road, the place where you buy your lunch is possibly across the road. You're having a bad day. You're having a bad day, period pains are doing their thing, you're craving everything under the sun. Possibly you had a fight with your boyfriend or your husband, and you sent him the mother and the father of text expressing every feeling under the sun that you are feeling, and all you got was, as you're crossing the robots, you get from the text is sharp or something of that nature. So you're in this bad mood, and then this guy comes and starts walking with you on some hi, hello, beautiful. And then you're like, Booty, hi, Gabi. Today I'm just not having a good day. As I said, period pains, everything is not good. I'm having, and then he'll be on some I understand that you're not having a good day, but maybe you can talk about it. And I'm like, but I don't want to talk, I just don't want to talk. I don't want to open my mouth. Everything's just feeling heavy right now. Can I just have a moment to myself? And he's like, but then you're not going to be able to solve this problem if you don't talk, isn't it? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. And then you're thinking, my mom, my father, ancestors, everybody send a lightning, because I don't know what else to do. So from that little form of harassment, when a person cannot even say, understand that right now you're not having a good day, it's not that you're being obnoxious, it's not that you don't want ushelwa, but just today of all days can nje. So that teaches me, Kemna, as a person who goes through such experiences where I find myself being sworn at because I said, not today, I don't want to talk. It teaches me that without having to go and Google how many women have experienced being ignored when they say no, where I have to go and look at violence, rape, and everything and everything. No, I'm just saying, just the general opening lines of the men in our society. And if the shoe doesn't fit, please don't wear it. But we are talking. I want you to understand what you as well maybe witness when you're standing at the rank, when you're at the gym, when you're at the restaurant, when you're at the club, and a girl is minding her own business, and someone comes and she's like, I can buy my own drinks. I can do me. Like myself, I'll be on some guy, look, I'm married, very happily so, and I don't need any drinks. I'm fine. My husband, God bless his soul, sweetest, most generous human I know, gives me cash when I leave the house to make sure that I don't find myself in any trouble, from Uber to my drinks to even my outfits. Do you understand? Because he doesn't want me to be in trouble. Anyways, so that guy, when you get to that point where you have to call a bouncer to try and move some guy who does not know how to take no, it shows me that there are a lot of women in South Africa that are stuck in relationships with men who did not know how to take no in the beginning. The ones that we find ourselves being harassed by, the ones we find ourselves being sworn at, they have prisoners at home. They already, most of them, have prisoners at home. They want to add you onto the list of the women that they cannot accept no from. So this thing of like For instance, people will say, why didn't she walk away? She's afraid because she knows the consequences of saying no. Because there are people who can't take no. They'll hit you. They'll shoot you. They'll do things. They will do things beyond. Just because you said no. They'll swear at you. They'll harass you. Hey man, you become an enemy of society. But anyways, so okay, from that, Mandasi, I look at it and say, when a couple decides to end their relationship and the situation is pleasant, am I using the right word when I say it's amicable? It's an amicable separation or it's an amicable divorce, I'm guessing, but one where both parties can equally send out a statement and say that they've decided to go their separate ways, they will remain friends and whatnot and whatnot. Why can't we just respect that and appreciate looking at the standards of women? Just not so long ago, we had a situation of a young woman from Mthatha, Ulumka, where she, I'm guessing from what has been said, managed to escape an abusive relationship, such that I could not even watch a video that was trending of her being abused. I could not watch. I couldn't press play. I couldn't, guys. So, and in her case, most people didn't understand or know that apparently she did walk away. So whether you walk away or you stay, in some instances, you're still doomed. So why can't then we celebrate when we have a situation like Mini Dlamini, where she takes out a statement with her husband and it's a nice, pleasant situation. There's no tit for tat as far as I know. And even if there is tit for tat, it's your paparazzi type of nonsense trying to sell newspapers. But it's nothing where we can say, who her son will be tainted for life, who this, their reputation and their brands have been placed to the mud. No, I feel there's a mutual something, respect between the two of them. And even if they are trolling each other or subbing each other, but they're doing it in a way that, you understand? So why can't we respect that and respect that a woman came out of a relationship alive? Looking at the statistics, looking at what we've been through, looking at how we are the first ones to always judge. Why is she not living if she was not happy? Why is she using muti if she knows that this man doesn't want her? Why can't she gather her dignity and pack her suitcases and go? Now she goes and packs her suitcases and go. Next thing you're saying, no, she was a slave queen. She was not supposed to have lasted in her marriage. Vele she was for the streets. Her husband was too dull for her. Guys, what a country. It makes you happy that you are not a celebrity. Anyways, we move on. There we are now. We have Uyeye and Umpo, who's now my boy. Back to my boy. Uyeye is the soccer legend. I want to believe, guys, I don't know anything about sports. Yay, Lord, please forgive me. See, there's another disclaimer for another day. My mother used to force me to go to the stadium and watch soccer because she didn't have a nanny and she wanted to go watch soccer. I've got nightmares. So, so yeah, right? I think his real name is Refilo. That's how much I know. That's because anything sports. Okay, so there we are. Uyeye and Umpo, they are divorcing. I realized just from them, then I'm closing, guys. Literally just closing and we're done. I realized from them, just observing them, that South Africa is not ready to be romantic. South Africa doesn't want to I think I'm the only person that lives in a fairy tale. I live in a fairy tale, fairy tale, because I heard about their divorce and I thought, these people, according to newspapers and whatnot, it's been allegedly purported that it's not the first time that they are breaking up. Yes, maybe it's their first divorce, I'm guessing, maybe officially, legally and what. but it's not their first breakup. It's not the first time they're separating. It's not the first time they're breaking up. So in my head, the romantic in me, I don't know, guys. I mean, I believe in fairy tales. I didn't look at it like how everyone was going on as to Umpo, she went in for the bag, and now because the bag is apparently being taken from the guy, according to the newspapers, now she's leaving him. And then there's also things about his looks and this and that, like disgusting stuff. I'm sorry to say it. It makes you want to ask a person, how is your love life? Because I will say this, I look at these things and I can't even comment, because now I'm just happy that somebody chose themselves and chose a higher, better tonton version of themselves. If marriage or a relationship does not serve them, that's how I look at things. Therefore, I cannot be on some, yeah, dala vele namgabona, you know, I leave it like that. But people make me want to actually comment and ask, Guti, how is yours? The time when you saw Guti vele vele, they were not going to make it because she's for the streets. How are you treating your woman in your life? Have you given her some sense of dignity? But anyways, okay, so as I was saying, the fairy tale in me, I looked at Umpo, my boy, and I looked at yeah, and I thought, what if, because I don't know these things, you know, when it comes to contracts and marriage and all of that, because me and my husband got married blindly because we're just blindly in love, and we'll be blind until we see again, if ever we decide to cross each other one day. But for now, I'm blindly in love, blindly married. I don't know which is which is where is where. The point of the matter is not protected, I'm not protected. So zoidla each other's money. So should we decide to leave each other? So the romantic in me was like, see, I don't know these things, these terms and whatnot, because me, I just married for love. I don't care about legalities. Fuck that shit. So would you care about legalities if you didn't have money? Would you care? Protect what? Because me, all I produce debt. Anyways, so okay, but that's, I looked and I was like, what if these people are still together, guys? What if they're still together? However, they've just decided, Guti, because maybe things are under heat for the husband. Like they were like, okay, take what you can from the divorce, protect us, and then I'll be left like the stranded husband and whatnot. And then we can just move in together and live together and still be married in our hearts and our souls and our minds. But we just made sure, Guti, if things come for you and they repossess your stuff, they don't repossess my interests. What if, I'm just saying, it was just a case like that. But you just don't want to be romantic, you guys. You just want to enjoy, celebrate. Good people, how do you even sleep at night celebrating someone's breakup? Yo, guys, you're scary. Yeah, you're scary. And I say this, bringing it home as I'm closing. It's once happened to me. I was not famous, but I was in a relationship with a colleague. Don't ask me what I was doing. Busy working and mingling romantically at the same time in the same space. That on its own is another stupidity. We'll leave it for my therapist. But the point of the matter is, I know what it's like to be gossip in and out, months to months, years to years, sis. You know, when people are speculating on your relationship, talking about you, and most of them single like hell, if not single, being abused in messed up relationships, and you're like, where do you even find? Do you understand? Because I'm saying I'm happy, and because I'm happy, I don't have time for other people's things. But at my most miserable time, me myself, I'm telling you now, I'm bringing it home. At my most miserable time, I was the one who was finding spots and stains in people's relationships. I was the one who was looking forward to seeing them break up, because from the beginning, I had seen stains because there were stains in mine. But if you are in a pleasant and happy space, when something like that happens, you send love, you send light, you pray for the strength to be able to get over things. Guys, come on. Go and Google if you don't believe me. South African women who are now what I call, I used to be, yes, a good wife and whatnot. But even through divorce, and I'm not advocating for divorce, and I'm not saying people should divorce, guys, or give up on their marriages easy. But those who did put in a fight and they decided Gucci things are not working and they chose themselves. When I look at them, they're all doing well in terms of how they take care of themselves, in terms of the freedom they have, in terms of the expression and the voice that they've come back with. Do you understand? I could say, if we can look at Melanie San, Melanie, who used to be Melanie Pala, look at her. She's a Stella got a groove back. You know, she chose herself, she chose a higher self, and it reflects in who she is. I can look at Unati before the Swaziland scandal. Please don't come for me. Before the scandal, Swaziland noise, Unati Nkai, who used to be Unati Msengana, girl got her groove back. Girl got her voice back. Girl got her freedom. If anything, I feel when she was married, there was a bit of, protecting and understanding Uguti. She's not just a celebrity, but she's also Miss Msengane. But after marriage, it's like Diintombi yasekhaya, and she's flourishing. So there are so many people that uh, who, as much as maybe, I don't know, we had a lot of noise to say about why they got divorced, here, but they've come back, Sana, and they've made a beautiful comeback. Not so long ago, there was, in true closing, a video of Unati and Mini Dlamini, and people were saying ukuthi Unati divorce did her well. Look at Umini, look at what marriage does. Now Mini gets a divorce, it's a problem. She gets her groove back suddenly. Now here she's starting to get her voice back. It's a problem. Make up your mind. This is ASSsense. I'm done with this world. I don't know what it wants, but I'm going to try and make sense and make you think about your insensitivities and coldness. Let's change the world and give it love. I love you.